Okay, so I just got finished up with my trading session for the day. I ended up taking one trade today in total, and then making around 184 and 20 in my PA Apex account, so just under $4,000 profit on the day. So let's go into the trade. So I actually took this trade live, but this trade lasted a long time. Okay, so this trade lasted a long time. I think I was in this trade for nearly 2 hours. And basically what I trade, if you guys don't know, I trade the 15-minute opening range. So if we just pull up TradingView, I actually traded RTY today. Okay, so I don't normally trade this, but I haven't been getting as many setups on ES and NQ. And there has been some setups on RTY, which is the Russell 2000. So I decided to start trading it. The results are pretty good. So anyways, if we just go here, we can see that if we look at the first 15 minutes of price action, right, we look at this first candle. This is the opening candle. And all I'm doing is I'm marking a horizontal line on the top of the candle, right, and also the bottom of that candle as well. Okay, so this candle marks our opening range. I would just make this one green, or whoops, not that one. This one I would make green, knowing I want to take longs over this level. Okay, so if I just go ahead and save that, you can see basically what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for a close above our opening range and then a retest so I can take this thing long to our next level. Okay, and that's exactly what I did. If you guys don't know, I have an indicator that does pretty much all that for you. It automatically plots out the 15-minute opening range. These yellow lines are price targets, so profit targets you can trade to. And then obviously you can see all the buy signals we're getting. Every time we retested it, we got a buy signal, buy signal. We actually got 5 buy signals in a row. This doesn't normally happen, but we were just super choppy and we kept on retesting it, kept holding it. Okay, so you can see I actually got in right here on this first signal. All right, so basically my trade looked like this. I ended up going for a 1-to-1 risk reward on this trade because the data shows that it works a little bit better on a 1-to-1, specifically on RTY. So if I just extend this out, you can see we eventually hit it over here. But yeah, this is the trade. I was in this, like I said, for around 2 hours. This is the first signal. So we closed above the opening range right here. We retested it, right? Buyers ended up buying this thing back up once we got confirmation. My indicator went off telling me to buy, so I got long, and then I always have put my stop right below the retest low, which is right here. As you can see, we kept retesting it, got another buy signal, but we kept making higher lows and higher highs. It was just a very slow process, but the trade eventually worked out and eventually got to our second profit target, and it fell short of our third one. So anyways, guys, that was a trade for the day. As far as, NQ goes, if we look at NQ, as you can see, there was no signals on NQ today, which is another reason why I traded RTY. And if we go to ES, there's also no signals on ES either. So as far as what I'm watching for tomorrow, let me just go to ES and we can look at the main market overall. Check out the levels. Okay, we can see yesterday's highs is still acting as resistance here. It looks like we just faked out above it. That was around 30 minutes ago or so. So we'll see how this day closes. I mean, very possible for us to sell all the way back off or find some support here and keep making a new high. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, you can see we are still pretty overextended from this move up the past month or so. And like I said, we're near these all-time highs. We're back in this, sideways range we were in. So as long as we can stay, above, honestly, like this demand zone I have marked, which lines up with this previous support. So this demand zone is at around 58.85 or so. If we can stay above here, which will also line up with our EMA, I still think the trend is bullish. The market structure doesn't change at all. So we just need to hold above this green zone. So we'll see what we do. We don't have a lot of news this week. So, we could be a little bit slower, could be a little bit choppy, but obviously the market can always surprise us. So for now, I'm just going to be watching yesterday's highs, which might be today's highs too as well. And then today's lows kind of marks up with this demand zone as well. So this is basically, I can delete this. This is our opening range. So this is the range we're going to be watching. Obviously, we're going to be more bullish above here, right? If we break above this, retest it, we should look to see a rotation into this next level. Or if we get back into this range, we can expect to push down to this demand zone, see how this holds, right? And then obviously if we start bouncing off this, we can see another test of yesterday's highs. If we get below this, obviously we can see a rotation downwards, right? So anyways, that's what I'll be watching as far as the overall market goes. But like I said, those are the trade, or that was the trade I took today. As you can see, the indicator was screaming at us to get long today with those 5 different buy signals. Obviously, I ignored the last 4 because I was already in the position on the first one. But you really could have took any of these and made a nice profit on RTY today. So anyways, guys, that was my trade recap for the day. That's how I ended up making the $3,700 or so on my accounts today. Real quick before you guys go, I want to let you know that the OTS signals are actually reopened. I initially launched them last month, had them open for a few weeks. We sold out all the spots, got all the bugs worked out of the code, and we've had a lot of people get literally their first profitable month ever in the month of April using these OTS signals that we literally just follow. I trade these live every single day. So anyways, if you guys want to join the OTS team, like I said, you'll get the OTS signals indicator. So you'll have these signals on your chart every day. You get lifetime access to the indicator. We also do live trading daily on Zoom, Monday through Friday, plus full training and one-on-one support. If you guys are interested in getting access and learning more about the indicator, and you think it could help you in your trading, you want to follow a proven strategy that works for me and many of our members, all you have to do is go over to the first link in the description below this video, or just go over to otsignals.com to access this indicator today. So with that being said, guys, as always, hope you had a great trading day yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for another day of trading.